Hello, my viewers. Welcome back to the episode of Arsenal Live. In today's video, we're discussing Diontae Johnson. There's been a lot of stuff going around saying that Diontae Johnson is asking for, I think some people say he asked for $20 million per year. He want a new contract. There's like some rumors and reports that he might, I believe it said he wouldn't play unless he got a new contract. Say he missed voluntary workouts, which is it's voluntary, so a lot of people miss those too here and there. But it's like saying some stuff. I don't want them to change like Diontae Johnson to like put him in a negative notation, like making him look like he's just like this, all this dude receivers trying to get this money and stuff like that. But you know you want to get a deal done, of course. Plus he's closing in on this. I believe this will be his first year. The Duck Hodges, the year 2019, 2020 was the year Ben came back. This would be his fourth season, yeah, coming in. So this is last year because he's not a first round pick. He don't have a 5th year option, nothing like that. So it'll be his 4th year. His last year in his deal. I guess he's trying to get a deal done like that. I believe the Steelers will probably work on Minka Fitzpatrick contract first. Maybe this summer, maybe like around like June, July-ish. But and they probably will focus on Diontae Johnson contract a little later. I don't know if they would get a deal done this year or they would just like play him on the 4th year if you want to play on like his last year of the deal. But I've been seeing a lot of stuff like that. You can look at it both ways though. You can look at it from Diontae Johnson point of view, and you can look at it from the team point of view. The team point of view is like they want to see more. You know, like want to see more consistency. They want to see more before they willing to give this receiver $20 million per year. A pretty big contract. They want to see more before they give the receiver, you know, that big low sum of money. So like he had a great year. His rookie year coming in, he made some plays here and there. His second year, he came in, he made some. He was pretty good, but he had some drop issues and ball security stuff. And then this year he made the Pro Bowl. He was a Pro Bowl replacement, but he still made the Pro Bowl. And but he had some plays and situations where like he had some ball security stuff and it's still like people still questioning, the team still questioning his mature, like is he mature or not, so like that. So they had reports about that a couple times, but I feel like he's improved a lot over the course of the past, like ever since he got in the league, he's improving every year. You look at his numbers, you look at his statistics, and you see how he's improved more and more. And like remember the year he had the drop problem, he fixed that this year, and he became better. You know, he stopped dropping the ball so much. He had a few drops in there, but he stopped dropping the ball so much. It wasn't like a major concern about him like that. But I feel like maybe the team is looking for another year of consistency. Like he produced another year like he did this past season. They probably like, okay, now we can give him this like that. But maybe the team looking at it from like that point. You know, the Steelers always like to make sure before they give players money. You know, T.J. Watt got his money because T.J. Watt, the Defensive Player of the Year candidate, past 3 years, and he finally won it this year. And he's been top of the league, All Pro and stuff like that. Minka Fitzpatrick gonna get his money. He's been an All Pro twice, first team All Pro at that, and been Pro Bowler multiple times too. And he been making plays here and there. And then last year, even though Minka Fitzpatrick made the Pro Bowl, which I believe he should have, he showed us a different style. Cause people saying Minka Fitzpatrick can tackle and do this like that. He had a lot of tackles last year. A lot of tackles. He was making some big plays and doing some of the dirty work, stuff like we thought he couldn't do. Some people thought he couldn't do on the team and stuff like that. And some fans thought he couldn't do. He did all that dirty work. And he also did the stuff he was accustomed to too, like as guard and playing in coverage. So Minka Fitzpatrick is due his contract and due his money. So we're gonna see the Steelers pay Diontae Johnson his money. Now Diontae Johnson's side, you can look at it like this: like you look at Christian Kirk, and you look at some other guys who got paid some good amounts. You're like, I'm pretty sure I'm better than those guys because I'm pretty sure Diontae Johnson is better than Christian Kirk. You're like Christian Kirk is he's a nice deep threat. He has speed and stuff like that. But Diontae Johnson, you look at the numbers, the stats are not comparable. Diontae Johnson putting up more numbers. Now you can say Christian Kirk was sharing targets with DeAndre Hopkins and stuff. That's cool and all, but it's about what production, what the table, what the stuff says. But if he like Christian Kirk getting paid that much money, I think he got paid like Christian Kirk got paid what 18, 19 million a year. So you're like, hey, I should deserve this right here. Get this right there. You can look at his point of view, like looking at the market and seeing like this is where the value's at. This is where I believe I should be getting paid because I believe I'm better than this guy or that guy like that. So you can look at Diontae Johnson point of view too. But in my opinion, if I was going from in my opinion, I will agree with the organization. I like to see one more season of consistency because we've seen this multiple times before throughout history. Like you see a player, I know like you can't judge a player based off of like other players' actions, but you see like multiple time in history, like you see like a player have a great year, and stuff like that, and then they get paid and they can't replicate that year like this. So I like to see more consistency and more matureness as a receiver because I still don't see him as the true #1 elite receiver on the Steelers. I still feel like Claypool can be number one receiver easily, but just a little more toned up work. And if he start acting more mature, he can be like a number one receiver because he has the intangibles. Even with Claypool, his rookie season, Claypool had he had 800 something yards, and he scored like I think like 11 touchdowns something. Last year he had a bad year, and he still put 800 something yards like that. He missed a lot of games too last year. He still has some good numbers. So I feel like Claypool, if he can like just focus and be in tune with the team and like put that work in too, which it has some videos of him working out and stuff like that. Put that work in too. I feel like he can be a number one receiver, legitimate number one receiver really there. And we got Miles Boykin now too. Miles Boykin is a 6'4" receiver, 220 pounds. The Ravens didn't really use him too much, but when they did use him, he made some plays here and there, but they didn't use him too much. So hopefully we can find a way to get the best out of him. Some Ravens fans saying that he's terrible, he's bad, but it's the same thing about Chris Wormley. I almost forgot his name. Chris Wormley. Remember Chris Wormley? They traded him he got traded within the division. He's like, he's an idiot anyway. And our team, he started making plays and make stuff happen. You know, my talent can get the best out of some people, especially receivers. Especially receivers. Receivers is our specialty. That's one thing I know I would never doubt the Steelers in and has drafted receivers. So you gotta leave in the comment section if you guys will give Diontae Johnson the contract, or would the team approach the team going to play something like that, or would you like to? I heard some people say trade him. I don't know about that. I don't know what you would get if you trade Diontae Johnson. But leave in the comment section. Like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.